Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Femacy LightHouse. Today we're going to take a look at how your person views you. To book your private reading, all of that info is below. And the best way to be notified as to when I put out any new content is by following me on Instagram. The link to my IG is below. Not every Taurus watching me is going to feel like this is their message, and that's okay. All right, let's see how this person views Taurus. This could be in reference to anyone in your life. As you watch this, you will identify who I'm talking about. Spirit, please speak to me in reference to how this person views Taurus. Okay. How does this person view Taurus? How does this person view Taurus? How do they view Taurus at this time? Okay, so Capricorn energy coming out here. They view you as the devil, really? Taurus, what's going on here? No, I just really think that it's very hard to get you off of their mind. It's very hard for them to detach themselves from the thought of you. They always want to communicate with you. They want to see how you're doing. They want to still be a part of your life, but it is a challenge for them. Trying to forget about you is something that has been very difficult for many years, okay? And I feel for those of you who just met someone, this person that you're dealing with is having a hard time really understanding where you're coming from. And, you know, since you are such a strong personality, they are trying to adjust to that. They are attracted to how you can be a little standoffish sometimes, but usually when you get like that, it's because you're uncomfortable with the way that somebody is coming at you, or you're uncomfortable with what you saw or what you heard. And usually when we are hurt about something, then we like to voice our opinions on that. And so for those of you who are dealing with a new person, they're trying to adjust to you and they can't get you off of their mind. All right, they're very attracted to that push and pull that you have, all right, where you're just not gonna sit with something that bothers you and then you fire right back. Now, for those of you who are dealing with someone who has been in your life for a very long time, this person has been trying to break the chain, but it's been an obstacle for this person to do that. And they kind of try to like talk themselves out of it. They try to coach themselves out of it, but you keep resurfacing, all right? Spirit, tell me more about how this person views Taurus. Tell me more about how this person views Taurus. Okay, so they view you as the Five of Cups. They know that you're disappointed about something, Taurus, okay, which is why you are standing up for yourself, or there's something that you're not allowing to take place anymore, and you're just drawing the line, setting the boundary, putting up the wall, okay? And for some of you, closing the curtain, right? They feel that they have disappointed you. They are aware of that, okay? Problem with them is that they don't like to get into conflict with you, so they don't bring these things up, and they rather not come forward about it, right? Because they don't want to piss you off, but the only way to clear the air with you is for them to come and be honest with you and to have some integrity, because you appreciate people like that, because that's the way that you have always been. Those are your core values: integrity, right? Loyalty. And that's what you're asking for this person to be. And if you're dealing with someone who is egocentric, then of course it's going to be an issue for them, because they just don't like to show their vulnerable side. Now, let's see how else they view you. How else does this person view Taurus? Please talk to me about how else this person views Taurus. How else does this person view Taurus at this time? They view you as the Ten of Swords. So to them, again, it's a burden or it's so tough for them. But it's like for a lot of you, you're not even talking to this person right now, for a lot of you, right? There's no communication, yet they feel all of this pressure on them when they think about you. But again, it's not that you are being difficult. What have they done to you for them to feel like you are this heavy problem? They have contributed to this 10 of Swords. So they view you as just very hard to deal with. But again, we're not just going to sit down with our hands on our lap. If we are disappointed about something, we as in Taurus, or if we are disturbed, we confront people on that. And we don't have a problem doing it. And even if we are going to lose something in the process, like a connection with someone, we will say what we have to say. But as long as you hurt us, then that's okay. And we will send the text message. And we don't care if you respond or not, as long as you got the point. You feel what I'm saying? So we just don't stay shut. And if you're dealing with a controlling energy, then of course, they're going to feel like you are this big issue for them because they can't control you. You can't control a Taurus. We are a part of the group that are managers, leaders, entrepreneurs, you know? And it's like this person, they mirror you because they are their own manager, entrepreneur, leader, very wise person that you deal with, Taurus. I get it. But they met their match. Now, let's see how else they view you. Please tell me more about how else this person views Taurus. Please tell me how else this person views Taurus. Okay, so we have two cards coming out here. The Eight of Swords, all right? And then we have the Seven of Swords. They feel like you're not being honest with them about something, that you're deceiving yourself, that you're creating this whole scenario when none of that is happening. They feel like you're stuck on them, okay? Even if they don't talk to you, they feel like they have you for some of y'all. That's how they feel with this Eight of Swords energy. I feel like they think about you a whole lot because we have too many swords here. And all that indicates a lot of thoughts and just continuing to think about somebody, but there's nothing that they do to comfort you or to make you feel better. It's all about them, right? And so, yeah, they're going to continue to keep thinking about you if they're doing nothing to try and resolve it. For some of you, you don't want to hear from this person anymore. But I think what would bring peace to your person's life is to actually come to you and just tell you what they need to say. There's something that they need to communicate in order to feel better about the situation, because I feel like they're guilty right now and they don't want to be on bad terms with you. So in order for them to feel better, they should identify that, you know, they need to send that message, or they need to, you know, go out of their way to communicate with you if you do not want to. As long as they hit the send button and you read the message, that's all they have to do. Like, you don't have to respond to us. But I feel like this person, this whole thing, you know, they view you as difficult. It's a challenge, you know, for them to move on from you. They know they did you wrong, but they're not doing anything to make it better, you know, but they do care about you. I know that they do. And they have feelings for you. But if they do, then they need to take some form of action, right? And it's not about anybody, you know, looking weak. I feel like they don't want to seem weak to you, or, you know, they don't want you to feel that you have them wrapped around your finger. We're adults, all right? We don't have time to look at life like that anymore. We're getting older. So it's not about that somebody has someone wrapped around their finger, or that, you know, oh, I can't tell him how I feel. I can't tell her how I feel. You know, life is short, and you're here today and tomorrow, nobody ever knows. right? So it's like if you have something to say, make sure you say it before it's too late, type of thing. Now, one more card and then we'll wrap this up. Spirit, please tell me how this person views Taurus. Okay, so, all right, the Tower. I'm telling you, like, why do they view you as the Tower? This isn't a bad thing, Taurus. So don't think that, oh my gosh, they view me as the Tower. You are changing. And as you change, this person's life is changing because you were so impactful that they view you as this huge event in their life. All right, the Tower is all about transformation. They see you transforming, and as you transform, you are changing their life because either you're not wanting to give to this and it's affecting them in some type of way, and now they're realizing it, or they're trying to figure out what they're going to do to get you on their team, get you on their side again. But it's very important for them to understand where they have been wrong. And if they have narcissistic tendencies, and if they are very selfish, and if they are entitled, understand that it's going to be very difficult for them to come to you because they just don't like to submit. They like people to submit to them. So you can't feel bad if you don't hear from this person because you know exactly who you're dealing with, Taurus, right? Yeah, so, heavily on this person's mind, as I can see, they're trying so hard to break this chain. But again, I feel like you're progressing, you're taking it day by day. And right now, I feel like you're focusing on yourself. That's where the attention needs to be. Some of you do have a desire to reconnect with someone, but right now you are just taking a pause, taking a break, taking a sabbatical, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And after the break, some of you guys will reunite and some of you guys will not. But all of that is what God wants. All right, so whatever takes place is what was supposed to happen, and just trust in the energy, right? Because it never is linear. It's not linear, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And so you're not always going to feel this way. This way that you're feeling as you watch me, it's not permanent. Okay? All right, so thank you for watching and take care.